Oliver, how are you?
Doing amazing. How are you today, sir?
Fantastic. Thank you very much for taking the time to chat and to get some information out into the world, sir.
Yes, I love the backdrop, dude. You got some crazy stuff there. I'm digging this cat with the pizza, getting me hungry.
I appreciate it, sir. It's kind of like it lets people sort of know that we're here for a party, to have some fun.
I love it.
I appreciate it, sir. Now, Life Goes On is out. It's available everywhere. And there's a brand new version that features Ty Dolla Sign. You've been a pretty prolific collaborator over the course of your career. Are there any other collaborations that you really want to do, like sort of a bucket list of collaborations that you might want to sort of pursue in the near future?
Kanye West.
I could see that. That would be a lot of fun.
Hoping to get him on my country album, Cowboys Tears. But it might be my last album. So Kanye, if you're listening, this might be your last chance, buddy.
Absolutely. Now, you mentioned Cowboy Tears. That's your next album, which also coincides with a tour that you're about to embark on in 2022 alongside Sueco in 347 Aiden. Are you excited to get back out to the touring cycle and play some of this new music for your fans?
Yes and no. Touring is something that's bittersweet for me. I have a love-hate relationship with it. I did it for 5 years and got a bit burnt out on it, but I will say I love seeing the fans interacting. I love people singing along. It's a beautiful experience. Our live show is everything from WWF wrestling to scooter tricks to belly dancing. You'll find everything in between. And so it's a fun time, but it's, you know, draining and it takes a lot out of me. So this is going to be my last tour ever. And I've taken it on a global tour after America. And so I'm excited for that more than the American side of it. Although I love my American fans, I don't think they know how to party like the rest of the world. And, you know, if you guys are listening, you Americans, I mean, you guys need to step it up.
You got to bring that energy, the same energy that you bring to the stage.
I expect them to meet me halfway at least. And in America, people are just, you know, they're too shy. They're in their little shell. And if you go to somewhere like, you know, Manchester in the UK, you got all the soccer hooligans starting mosh pits every song, even on a song that's designed for belly dancing. So you know, you guys got to step it up.
Absolutely. Don't be afraid to let your inner wild child out when you go and see a live music performance.
Let the freak flag fly.
Absolutely. I think that's something we should all just kind of like use as a mantra to live by.
100%. That's what I try to teach people.
Absolutely. Now, your music videos are some of the most visceral and engaging pieces of art that I've come across in the last half decade. It really is truly something that's captivating to me. And it makes me wonder who some of your influences are from a visual presentation standpoint. Do you have directors or other creators that inspired you to sort of get into the video production world?
Yeah, I mean, the cliches of America is probably like, you know, the auteurs like Wes Anderson, Quentin Tarantino. Those are kind of classics, but love a lot of French directors, Jean-Pierre Jeunet, Michel Gondry. There's so many different people who have inspired me. I love a lot of the A24 films. The Safdie brothers have some amazing thrillers. I love Yorgos Lanthimos from Greece. He's probably one of my favorites. There's a ridiculous long list, but, you know, people like Spike Jonze and Charlie Kaufman as a writer. He's one of the most heady, crazy writers. So there's a huge list of people who have influence. I could probably talk about that for hours. We'll save that for next time.
Absolutely. Now, you seem to always be a little bit of ahead of all the trends that have sort of popped off. And one of those trends was being a huge fan of Flamin' Hot Cheetos when those first became a thing. And Flamin' Hot has become a brand all to its own with Frito-Lay, and it inspired a Flamin' Hot flavor of Mountain Dew. So a two-part question. A, have you tried the Flamin' Hot Mountain Dew? And if you have, what are your thoughts on it?
Well, I have not yet tried it out, but I would be honored to try to have at least a sip of that because that sounds delicious right about now.
Refreshing in sort of a weird way, I think, because like it almost seems like it's this weird thing where like they want you to drink it and then your mouth is on fire and you need a drink. So you go right back to the thing that's going to make you burn more. So like it's ultimately like the best marketing ever because you're never going to stop drinking it.
Sounds addicting. I'll say that right now. And I will say, it sounds like you're going to need a bag of hot Cheetos to wash that down with.
I think there would be no better accompaniment to a Flamin' Hot Mountain Dew than a big family-sized bag of Flamin' Hot Cheetos.
I'd say go big or go home, get the liter bottle and get the big bag, the family size, eat it all in one session. Tell me how you feel. Cause I'm trying to do something like that after this interview.
Very cool, my man. The other thing that I've noticed over the course of time is you have one of the largest and most passionate fan bases in modern music, so much so that it took me almost 2 hours to get through just like the very tippy top of your Reddit. And I know that your fans are very passionate. They adore the music the same way I do. And I was very cool to see how much fan art, whether it was montages of videos or drawings or like, you know, their take on what the album cover should be or whatever else. Is there any fan art or anything that a fan's created that's really made you go, whoa, that's awesome? Or do you have a favorite that you've seen along the way?
Well, I don't use the internet, so I'm not really cued in on what's happening, but one of my managers sent me a picture yesterday that had me on a scooter in the center with my traditional turbo character, and then it had all these other characters from different things. So like a Russian version of myself on an army tank. There was a version of Cowboy Tears character riding a horse with a bowl cut. So many different crazy pieces. And that to me was my favorite, just seeing the iterations, the evolution, you know, seeing different versions of the character. That's what I'm excited about, the next wave of it, where I can see all these characters coming together in one world, the Oliverse, if you will.
I love it, sir. I am so impressed with your ability to create this tapestry that really is your artistry and your devotion to that, your ability to constantly be in flux and never do the same thing over again is inspiring. I think you're one of the most important artists at the present moment, and I look so forward to Cowboy Tears, which should see the light of day in 22. I'm hoping to get out to a live show because I need to experience this, especially if it's going to be the last tour. So I just want to say thank you so much for your art, your artistry, and your devotion to your craft, because it truly is an inspiring thing for those of us that truly get it. The single, again, is called Life Goes On. You can hear it on 95X. Bug us to death, because the only way we'll play it more is if you call and request it more. So Oliver Tree, great single. Looking forward to the new album. Can't thank you enough for your time today. We wish you nothing but success going forward. And hopefully we can do this again once the new album drops.
Bro, I want to say thank you. That was arguably the greatest compliment anyone's ever given me, and I don't say that lightly. And the fact that I can make something that resonates with you on any level, even remotely close to that, is an honor. And I'm so excited for you to see where this is going and what I've been working on these last 2 years with Cowboy Tears. And anytime you want tickets to a show, you let me know, because we will take care of you anytime, bro.
I greatly appreciate that. Cowboy Tears 2022, my most anticipated new album on the docket. Oliver Tree, once again, thank you, sir, for your time today. We'll talk to you real soon.
Thank you, brother. We'll talk soon. Have a great day.
You too, brother. Thank you.
Peace.